The Holy Spirit of God says, overcome temptation. How do we overcome temptation as humans? When we want our physical needs and desires met, when we want something we shouldn't want, when we overindulge in things that can hinder our blooming, it can be very difficult when you are still asleep because you are acting on conditioning, autopilot conditioning and learned behavior. However, when you are awakened and you look at this temptation and it's what you really want or want to give into, just take 2 minutes to step back and say, Father, I need you now. Remove what does not serve my highest good and replace it with peace and contentment. And so the first 2 minutes it will be a bit of a battle. But because you took these 2 minutes to discuss with the divine your challenge, and you asked him to give you strength to overcome this temptation, you will notice that the following 2 minutes you would have a complete shift in your energy, and you will no longer have the desire, for example, to put someone in their place because you can and because you're right. Because there's no humility in that and there's no learning in that. And you resist now to respond in a similar way. And you just say, okay, very well, you will have to feel that way. You retain so much power because now you're not antagonistic. You're actually vibrating at the frequency of the divine now because you were just in the effulgence of the divine. And the more we remain in the effulgence of the divine, the more protected we are to overcome temptation, because in the absolute, no evil can exist in the presence of the Almighty. So when we respond from our human nature, we can make matters right instantly, be right, but sometimes we can be right and then still be wrong. How are we teaching those people to deal with their inner conflict and turmoil if we are responding in the exact same way? Now, one thing about life is when we overcome the temptation to cause harm to another, and we have the power to destroy another and choose not to, not only do we develop greater self-control, but we become super empowered not to be impulsive. And in this way, whenever we face something that will give our ego the satisfaction now of being right and proving it to the person or to an audience, when we sit in the effulgence, we don't sit in our prideful nature. We sit in the humility of being part of cosmic splendor and beauty. So to overcome temptation, get a higher perspective. So I choose for all the chosen, especially you. In this moment you say, I am now vibrating at the frequency of absolute consciousness. I am. Be it so, and I give thanks that it is so.